Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool number line. We are working with fractions with a problem related to TEKS 3.7a, and we will solve it in 5 minutes or less. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we have a frog, and it's jumping 3/4 of a yard from a lily pad, and we need to find which point F on these four number lines best represents that 3/4. All right, so let's break that down. What does that mean? You notice that the fraction is written kind of with a diagonal like this. But we can also write it like this to where it's got more of a horizontal line. Both of those mean the same thing. So we have two parts. The top part is our numerator, and then our bottom part is our denominator. Those are very important words for us to remember as we continue to deal with fractions all the way through middle school and high school. So what do those two parts mean? Well, the denominator is the total number of parts. And then our numerator is going to be our number of parts that we are selecting or choosing. And so that's going to depend on, what type of problem you have. Typically, the number of parts that you select, the numerator is going to be smaller than the denominator, but eventually we sometimes deal with improper fractions or fractions greater than 1 in which the numerator is greater than the denominator. But when we first start with fractions, it's typically smaller. And so that means we need 4 parts is what we're looking for because that 4 is our denominator. And then we need 3 selected. So we need 3 selected out of 4 total parts. All right, so 3 selected parts out of 4 total parts. How do we look for that? Well, let's look at our number lines here. Now we notice that each of our number lines are split up in the same manner. So let's just work with one, and then we will have our fractions for each of the rest. Okay, so in order to find our denominator, let's look to see how many pieces there are between 0 and 1. You notice we've got these little hash marks. Each hash mark is equally spread out because for a fraction to be a fraction, each of the smaller parts has to be the same size. If it's not the same size, then it's not really a fraction. All right, so I've got one part right there. I've got another part right here. Got another part right here. All right, then I've got 4 parts. All right, so there's my 4 parts. So we can say these are fourths, right? And then what we do is we start counting. So at the very beginning, we've got this 0. Well, no parts have been selected if I'm going from left to right, if I'm moving away from 0. So we could say that this is going to be 0/4 because I haven't moved away from the starting point, the 0, and no fourths have been selected. But once I go to this one right here, okay, I can say that this one is going to be 1/4. I'm going to label it 1/4. I'm labeling it because you see I've gone distance. So right there, I've got that distance right there. And there's my 1/4. And then now I'm going to go another distance to that other line, and now I'm going to have completed 2/4 of my distance. And I'm going to complete right here. I'm moving and it's 3/4. Then if I keep going, go all the way to the end, I'll have gone the entire yard 4/4, which makes a whole. Well, look, this very first one, A, is the 3/4 I'm looking for. If we look at B, you'll notice it lines up right here. We've already done that work. That's just simply going to be 1/4. If we look at C, it lines up right here. That's going to be 2/4. And then if you look at D, it's all the way, that's the full thing. That's 4/4. Whenever your numerator and denominator are equal, like 4/4, that means it's equal to 1. So our answer here is going to be A, because that best represents 3/4 of a yard.